Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, gun nuts are fond of saying that they will use their guns to protect our freedom. They are the biggest suckers in the world. Look at countries like Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Iraq, Iran. Everybody has guns. The countries are practically awash in guns. But do they have freedom? Hell no. Religious minorities are persecuted, and their guns don't protect them at all. If they speak out against their government, they're thrown in prison, and those countries routinely torture their prisoners. And of course, we all know how they treat women. Take Mexico. Now, Mexico has tons of guns. As a matter of fact, a lot of them come from here. And their freedoms aren't threatened by their government. Their freedoms are threatened by narco-terrorists, by the drug cartels, by criminals. It is actually the presence of so many guns in Mexico that is preventing people from being free. The fact is that no matter how many guns individuals may have, the government forces will always have more. They'll always have more firepower. If there is one thing that politicians in this country understand, is that when it comes to the gun nuts, you can take away every single one of their other rights, but if you leave them free to have their guns, they'll think they have liberty. That trick, it never fails. They were perfectly happy with George W. Bush because he made no moves against guns. He was a big supporter of gun rights. But he began all of the spy programs that are so troubling to us today. And when this was discovered, instead of stopping him, Congress changed the laws to make what he was doing legal. Now, Obama did nothing to change that. I don't know what went on in his head, but if he had reined in those programs and terrorists pulled off a successful attack, well, we've seen how the right acts when, for example, with this invasion of Ukraine by Russia. So if Obama had done anything to make these spy programs comply with the Constitution, and then we had been hit, we know he would have been raked over the coals. So I understand why he didn't rein in those programs, which I'm sure in the back of his head he knows really don't pass constitutional muster. The point is that you defend your freedom with your vote. Having a gun won't do you a bit of good if the people you vote for don't think you have a right to privacy, or don't believe in the separation of church and state, or if they believe that corporations should have more rights than people do. And the fact is that most of the people who believe that guns secure their rights routinely vote for people who will take away all their other rights. Then they cling to their guns as all of those other rights are lost, and tell themselves that everything is okay. Thanks for listening.